Welcome to Unhinged Magi!
Well, we're here.
We are here.
We've turned it on. You
That
know
is
what we're
on.
going to be doing.
We're going to be talking about a bunch of nonsense.
That's right.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we like talking about nonsense because nonsense sells.
Yeah.
If we want to make money, you got to do it with nonsense.
Are we selling something?
We are. We're selling something.
What are we selling?
Arcade machines. 1995.
But you know, there is something that is for sale right now, and everybody's talking about it.
And it's jewelry related, so get your wallets, girls.
And it's Lotus related, so Magic players are interested.
Jeweled Lotus.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. The craziness. They reprinted it.
Oh my gosh, Lotus!
They reprinted it. Yes. Anything with the word Lotus on it immediately sells.
Yeah.
Boxes. That's what we're talking about. We want to sell boxes. And you know what? Jeweled Lotus is going to sell boxes because you can sack it for 3 and cast it for your commander, baby.
And
One color.
The internet collectively said, oh my god, they're reprinting reserve list cards. They made Lotus for commander. And you look at it and you first think, oh my god, they did. And then you look at it again and you're like, wait.
Whoa.
Not exactly. Because you can't even use it to actually use the commander's abilities.
Nope.
It's only to cast
It's only
the
to
commander.
cast it. It's only to bring it out.
Yeah.
So is it command zone related or no?
Well, it says cast it, so I think that would be from your hand or from command zone,
Okay.
I would imagine.
Just making sure.
Because both of those are casting it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, people are talking about how the Jeweled Lotus is going to enable turn 1 commanders.
Oh yeah, it will enable 2-in-1 commanders.
Like that blue,
100% guaranteed.
the blue-white one that makes everyone else's spells more expensive and yours less.
Less.
Oh, what's the guy's name? I'm sure the internet's going to be like, dude, Edwin, it's this.
And then they're going to be like, well, we knew open boosters wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or if he said it, it would be the wrong day.
So it is legitimately a good card. You definitely can't write it off.
It's fantastic for commander.
Yeah, it will impact that format for sure.
Just commander.
It's going to take dual-colored commanders and push them way forward.
Oh yeah.
And even 3-color commanders even get a decent boost because at least turn 2.
Turn 2. Well, 4-color mana. 4-color would be good too.
Yeah, then you'd have to like really start getting some Mox Diamonds or something
Yeah,
else
yeah.
to be able to power that out.
But you can. That's the whole point. And it's a mana ramp. It's fantastic.
It's even going to change, I think, the future commanders that are being played because now when Wizards is designing future legendary commander type cards, they're going to have to be like, hey, if we make this 2 colors, people are going to turn this sucker out.
Oh yeah. And that's going to change the game of Commander forever.
Yeah, I think it is.
It will. Actually.
So the big question, is this card worth a ton of money? And the second question is, are you going to buy one?
Well, I'm going to answer my second question first.
Okay.
Am I going to buy one? I'm going to probably buy a box of the new Legends Commander box and open it for the channel. That's going to happen. Eventually,
That's so unlike you.
it's going to show up in my hand. And so probably I'm not going to go out and buy one.
Okay.
But I'm waiting for the box to tank in value. And it will tank in value. Because right now, everything is tanking in value as far as products out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the Zendikar Rising tanking to $189 a box, yet you can pull what? You buy a case, and I opened it for $1,149 and opened $1,900 worth of value.
That's pretty amazing.
And so I expect Commander Legends booster box to tank like a rock as well as soon as people start pumping that box to market. Because that's what's happening with Zendikar Rising collector boxes. For whatever reason, they're dumping it. Everybody's dumping it at the same time. But the card prices are still high. I don't know why they're not ripping them apart. But okay, so I'm going to buy a Legends Commander product, open it for the channel, and end up with my hand so I don't have to buy the card.
Either the internet is crazy and there's arbitration that could be done there, or maybe it's just that the cards that are the money cards are so rare that your odds are low.
Yeah, maybe.
But I wouldn't, put it past the internet being crazy because that's happened before, for sure.
So that is my assumption of buying the actual card. Are you going to buy the card?
I am planning to buy it, but I don't know where I think the eventual price of that card is going to land. I'm quite sure that Wizards is going to use it to sell boxes. So if it's not heavily populated in Commander Legends, I expect them to come out with it again in other sets and try to use it as a carrot to dangle and get those sold. I think eventually they're going to come down in price because it's a non-reserve list card that is decently game breaking for Commander. In people like, especially new players, I can depend on new players complaining a lot about a card that they need to have but can't have, especially one that has a lot of feeling attached to it around like a reserve list type of card.
Oh, yeah.
So I fully am banking on the fact that people are going to complain, and then they're going to print
people
more,
like to complain anyways.
and then they're going to bring that price down. And I'm mostly right now focused on old school and vintage and legacy, kind of maybe in that order. I'm not doing a lot of Commander or EDH at the moment, and so I'm perfectly happy just waiting a year, a couple years, something like that. So I'm going to get one, but I'm going to wait.
Now, Commander is a very big format currently for Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
However, I don't think the Jeweled Lotus will maintain its value for a long period of time.
Me neither.
And the primary reason for that is because it doesn't work anywhere else but Commander.
Yeah.
A lot of the Commander Legends do work in other formats.
Mm-hmm.
This card will not.
Yes.
So that's why I think it will tank in value. It's got like a glorious entrance, but it'll shift down to the downwinds. And that's the other thing, because if they would have just placed, like, you can use it in Commander to cast your Commander out, or you could use it as a companion to cast your companion out, or put it back into your hand. Because companions require 3 to put back into your hand. And companions is kind of a standard thing currently.
There actually is a couple ways I could think a person could actually use a Jeweled Lotus in a standard or legacy deck.
How? There's no Commander.
Now, I'm thinking on my feet here, so internet, prepare to tell me how wrong I am. One way I can think of, let's imagine if you had a card like Arcbound Ravager.
Okay.
You could definitely put it into play and sack it to an Arcbound Ravager. That's one thing. There is, because our Ravager will get bigger because he has modular and all that. So that's one. There's another thing where if there was ever a card that said, like, double the size of your mana pool or something like that. I mean, you can't spend this mana on anything except for a Commander. But what if you put a Jeweled Lotus into play, sack it, get a bunch of mana in your pool, then play something else that doubles the mana in your pool? But then you couldn't spend that mana on the Commander, but then the doubling happened, and you could spend that on other things.
But
Something
wouldn't
like
that still be considered Commander mana?
No, because it didn't say, in the suggestion that I made, it doesn't say copy all those mana and do the exact same mana with the exact same restrictions. I just said, like, double the mana or something like that.
There is a card that changes if it goes out of play. I think they just came out with it in the Legend series. It changes all the mana in your current mana pool to colorless.
Yeah.
I can't remember the card's name.
You could also use it with a card like Hurkyl's Recall to increase your storm count. Put a bunch of 0 artifacts out, cast Hurkyl's, bring them all back, set them all back down.
Oh, yeah.
There's that. And then there's also, what's that one? There's a whole blue deck that's based around it. Like every time you cast like a spell, then you're going to increase of course there's storm count and stuff like that. But there's the blue one that like brings all the artifacts back and puts them back out, and then you can actually do something with it. I can't think of the name of it. I'll have to edit it. In fact, we are just going to edit it. I'm going to put the card up on the screen because I'll think of it later. The point is, there may be some roundabout ways you could use it, and there's actually a good example of this. When Lion's Eye Diamond came out, everybody said, oh, this card is crap. It's not really like a Black Lotus because you got to lose your whole hand.
Right.
And so that definitely kept the price down. I remember that very clearly. When I think it was Mirage came out and Lion's Eye Diamond was a thing, people were excited, and then they're like, oh, it's crap. But there was a moment where everybody was like, oh, wait a minute, here's a way you can use it. And the first way that people thought of is, let's say you cast Time Twister or Wheel of Fortune or something that's going to make your hand go away. You can put a Time Twister on the stack, and now it's going to happen because you've cast it. Now, while it's on the stack, you can respond with fast effects, and now you can sack your Lion's Eye Diamond, get those mana in your pool, and when the twist resolves, now you have all the cards as well. So there is things like that you could actually do. So people started to figure that out after the fact. So there is a possibility that there could be things with Jeweled Lotus that is possible.
Okay, that's true. That's true. All right. So, yeah.
Didn't hear Rudy saying that, did you?
I hadn't thought about that one.
We love you, Rudy.
I still think it should have had a companion, because that's kind of a thing that's off to the side. I was kind of disappointed when it didn't have that kind of verbiage in there.
Yeah, that actually would have been cool. Actually, if you
Yeah.
could use it on a companion as well.
Exactly. All right, so maybe there is some chance to hit it to modern.
Maybe, yeah, but this is real corner case though, because it's so narrow.
Well,
in
it
its
seems like I
scope.
would put something else in its place that I could use functionally.
Yeah, Urza's Bauble might just be better for half those things I mentioned.
True.
Because you put it into play for 0 and you can sack it and at least draw a card with it, right?
Exactly. But that's cool. So are you actually going to actively use it in your commander decks?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yes. So I'm a huge supporter of Commander done for the purpose of fun. And so I'm perfectly okay putting very expensive broken cards in my Commander or traditional EDH deck because they're not the same. I'm very okay with that because it's what I do with the deck and how I tune the deck. So I might have very expensive broken power cards, but that's just to enable things I want to do. And I'm not going to try to end the game on turn 3. I'm going to do them so I can just get something on the table, right? Like put a Black Lotus in the deck and a bunch of Moxes and use it to cast like a wall of ice or something like that. So people could be like, oh, Edwin's using broken cards, but it's like, dude, I cast a wall of ice. What is your complaint? I'm just trying to not get attacked.
Yeah, see, I haven't really played much Commander. Borrowed some decks and played Commander that way. So I don't know if I'm going to be pulled into Commander just because I have a Jeweled Lotus.
Yeah, that's
but
a good point.
I think Commander players are Commander players. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So there we go.
yeah, I'd rather play Standard.
Standard. Really standard than Commander.
Yeah, Standard's a lot of fun to me still, even though it's a lot of fast-paced games and there's a lot of turn 1 things and, well, not turn 1, but turn 3 chills and that kind of stuff. But I still like it. I still think it's fun.
I would definitely do Standard on Arena. For sure, I would play that. But going out and spending the money to get real paper cards for Standard, I don't know. My days for that might be done unless Wizards does some serious game balancing.
Yeah.
But Arena, I would definitely play Arena.
Well, they could do some game balancing. Yeah, I mean, if we did that 50x or 10x thing that we were talking about in
Yeah, the
another
10x
video,
budget.
and just did that straight up for
I'm going to link that video.
a standard block all the way through, that would be fantastic because that would bring you back into the game.
That would. If I could see a format and be like, these cards are incredibly balanced. There's 15 cards in that could make top 8. Oh yeah, I would play that format.
That's really what standard should be.
Should be that.
Right, but they don't keep in mind the whole spectrum of standard when they're making the cards.
Yeah, not enough development time for sure, in my opinion. Right.
True, and now I'm choking.
Don't die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die.
This just in: Unhinged Magi died on camera. But you weren't expecting that to happen.
Yeah, I know, right? So odd.
We'll have to be sure not to put that in the title, so people are unexpectedly surprised when you die.
Exactly. But as long as you have a resurrection spell, it should be okay. 2 white and 2, you ready to go?
Yeah, okay, here we go.
All right. Anything else?
No, not for me. I'm hungry.
For me. Yeah,
My brain's turning off. I need some food.
Yeah, I don't really have my brain turned off because it's off all the time. You know. All right. We will see you on the next one. Hit the bell, ring the ding-a-ling, and then click that like button, subscribe, make a comment, and we'll catch you on the next one, I guess.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.